It's as good as gravy for Arsenal in the Europa League. That is Stewart Robson's former club. Robbo, let's talk about Arsenal. Nice little win over Molde today. Still many would have expected it. They're top of the group. Like I said, good as gravy for them. What's been so impressive about the Gunners in this Europa League campaign so far?
Well, they've played with a tempo. That's what's been different in the Premier League on occasions. They've got some young players that are willing to run and make things happen. Young players that want to prove to the manager they're worth a place in the team. And this is what the Europa League has done for Arsenal over the last few years. It's given some of the younger players a chance to show what they can do. And today was another example of what the young players can do. There were some really good performances. Nelson came into the side on the left-hand side and got crosses into the box. Pepe, who had his problems against Leeds and was in the doghouse for a little while, he played well on the right-hand side and scored a wonderful first goal. So it all worked out well for us. And it was a change of system as well. They went from a back three to a back four, and it looked more secure, I would say, at the back, and it also gave them opportunities to get more players into the attacking area. Lacazette in support of Nketiah.
I was just going to say that because they did go with the four at the back, and we're constantly talking about Mikel Arteta working to find his perfect formation that Arsenal can just stick with and it can become their set identity. Has he found it with his four at the back?
I'm not sure he's going to go with this all the time because everyone said that his back three was the formation that was doing so well when they won the semi-final of the FA Cup, the final of the FA Cup, the FA Community Shield, when they were playing some excellent football. They were defending really well. They were getting Aubameyang running off that left-hand touchline, making those infield runs. Lacazette was coming short to leave the space for him. There was great rotation down the left-hand side. Everyone was saying, well, this is the formation. He's found something at Arsenal and this is the way to go forward. Because they haven't scored recently, that might not be the formation's problem. That might be the players aren't just gelling with each other at the moment. It might be that players are off form, maybe a bit of tiredness, lack of fitness. Nobody quite knows what the problems are until they can be rectified.
And you just mentioned a name, Nicolo Pepe, one of the youngsters, definitely. He made headlines for all the wrong reasons after that incident against Leeds United. Mikel Arteta said he wanted a positive reaction after a weekend like that. Did he just play as perfect as he could have given the recent circumstances?
Yeah, because I thought in the first half, when Molde actually played quite well in the first half, but Nicolas Pepe was the player on the right-hand side. He had a couple of breaks. He looked quick. He looked dynamic. He went past his man on 2 or 3 occasions. He looked strong. He held off challenges. With better finishing, he could have had 2 or 3 goals. And the first goal where he bent it into the far corner was an excellent finish. So everything went well for him today. He tracked back as well and did the defensive side of the game, which Mikel Arteta would want him to do. But it was a good response from him, and I'm sure Mikel Arteta would be very pleased with that.
And still sticking with Nicolo Pepe, because why not? I read an interesting stat too before this match. Nobody else on Arsenal in the Europa League has more goals, more assists, more chances created. I mean, he's been absolutely phenomenal for Arsenal in the Europa League. So how much do Arsenal, even though everything in moderation, but how much do Arsenal need to rely on him and have to have him in tip-top shape if they want to, assumingly, go pretty deep again in the Europa League?
Well, what I think Nicolas Pepe would like is not just to be the great player for them in the Europa League. He wants to be the player in the Premier League that's playing week in, week out and showing all the qualities he's got. You've got to remember that at times the quality of the league or the group that Arsenal are in hasn't been particularly good, and the same can be said last year. But against weaker opposition, against defenders that can be beaten in 1v1 situations, he's done really well. And I think he just adds that bit of dynamism to their play when he's doing well. But so did Reiss Nelson on the other side. So did Nketiah. Lacazette was almost the link-up player. So I thought it was a good performance all round. But it was pleasing for Pepe to play so well.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.